fans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the UCF Knights, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And the fair catch signaled for it. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Brown. Running out of time in the pocket. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
2nd down play coming up. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Makes a quick catch.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
We'll see what he can do with the return. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
It's a short completion of the tight end. Tackle made after the completion.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Quarterback dropping back, pulls it in. It's Jones. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Richardson. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Looking to pass. It's Brown. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made after a big gain.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. There's too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. The first down pickup tackled at the 45. The Knights looking to keep this drive going. Looking to throw yet again. Grab behind the line. It's Simon. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it on the move. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Brown. Makes a quick grab. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Oh, and he flat dropped it. He's going to bring up third down for this offense.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
Good enough for first down yardage.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down in this third and short. See what you can do from here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any... Oh, and he fumbles! Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So a field goal attempt coming up now. He knocks this one right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll run it to the left. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback drops back. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed. And he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Gets some space and on the 30. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
1st and goal for the offense. Trying to run it. It's Lacey. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Caught quickly. Touchdown, Tigers. Strong game by this quarterback.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
EAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Richardson. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Beautiful catch right near. Gets the foot down.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. First down, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw. Pass complete. It's second down now. Dropping back, it's Brown. Throws it to the right. He pulls it in for a big gain. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
He lets it go on the move. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Defense not pressing this time. Lets it go quickly. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. So here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. Or it's snapped to the back. The Knights are on the move here.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Back to pass. It's Brown. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking to scramble. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Missouri.
And that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball in. His guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Richardson. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops with the 2-minute warning. And looking to throw now on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw. It's Brown. Pressure is coming. Trying to get the throw off. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's escaping the pocket now. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UCF.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
You make the extra point, but trail 21-10. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here?
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Here's the second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Short throw complete to the tight end. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Looking to pass here on second down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Missouri getting set with a first and 10 now. As the wide receiver coming in motion now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Johnson. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
It's a quick grab. Touchdown, Tigers. This quarterback on fire today.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
The extra point is good. It's 28-10. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fielded in the end zone. It's Richardson. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down. Looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. Finds room at the 30. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. He's moving out of the pocket. And left with no option. Just has to throw it away. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Back to throw. It's Brown. Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Gets into space at the 50. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Knights will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Lacey. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Now it's second down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Looking to throw it again. Finds his man. It's Jones. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
It's fourth down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. And the wideout goes in motion. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds his man, has the first down. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
He'll hand it off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And here's the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. To the air. It's Brown. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the 1st half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
He's swarmed by the defense. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Knights will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Buying time, moving to his left. And it's incomplete. That's a risky throw on 1st down. Lucky to avoid the interception there.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And sack sets up an important 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in expecting the pass and blew up the play.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. The Knights will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got a receiver wide open here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Missouri. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. But Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Looking for his big tight end. The ball is picked off. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Well, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Richardson. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Again, makes it second and medium. Trying to find some room. It's Montgomery. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work, are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle. Kirk showing some quickness for his size.
Now, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Second down after that previous play. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
The Knights will send the punt team onto the field. Oh, and he shanked it. And that heads out of bounds. Depending on where they spot it, looks like it'll be around the 45-yard line. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Second down after that run on the previous play. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.